Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we will explore Batu Caves and Genting Highlands along with many other beautiful spots. So stay with me and watch till the end.
This view is from last night around 1 am, taken from our room. Today we woke up and started the day with a great brunch. We had fruit salad, nasi lemak, a Malaysian dish, omelette, fresh fruits, and oat dessert, and finally some cake.
All of you are clear? Yes? Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in the first stop now. So you can see the colorful steps, colorful temple. Before pandemic, these temples are full heritage. But today, you can see the temple, the statue are colorful, the temple are colorful, the temple and the steps are colorful because our government are give the main attraction for the tourists.
As you can see, we've just arrived at Batu Caves, one of the most famous landmarks near Kuala Lumpur. While exploring this place, I also wanted to share a little bit of its history and cultural significance. Batu Caves is located about 13 kilometers north of Kuala Lumpur and is a massive limestone hill that is believed to be around 400 million years old. Inside the hill are several caves and cave temples, and the most important one is dedicated to Lord Murugan, the Hindu god of war, victory, youth, and wisdom. Right at the entrance stands the giant golden statue of Lord Murugan, which is about 42.7 meters tall, making it the tallest statue of Lord Murugan in the world. In his hand he holds the well, a divine spear given by his mother, Parvati, symbolizing the power to defeat evil and protect good. To reach the main temple cave, visitors climb 272 colorful steps, which have become one of the most iconic photo spots here. But for many devotees, this climb is not just a staircase, it is a spiritual journey. Inside the temple caves, you will see beautiful Hindu shrines, statues of different deities, and devotees offering prayers and lighting incense. The atmosphere here feels very peaceful and spiritual, making it a special place for worship and reflection. Batu Caves is also the main center for the Thaipusam festival, a very important celebration for the Tamil Hindu community. Every year, hundreds of thousands of devotees come here to pray, carry kavadis, and offer their devotion to Lord Murugan. Inside the cave, the view is breathtaking. The huge cathedral-like cave is over 100 meters high, with sunlight shining through openings in the limestone rock, creating a peaceful and sacred atmosphere. Today, Batu Caves is not only a religious pilgrimage site but also a beautiful symbol of Malaysia's rich culture, history, and diversity, attracting visitors from all over the world. After Batu Caves, we stopped by a supermarket full of amazing coffee and tea varieties. We tried so many teas, coffees, hot chocolate, and more, and finally picked 3 flavors to take home. Honestly, tasting Indian tea versus Malaysian tea was a world of difference, pure heaven and hell in a cup. Finally, we reached Genting Highlands. We took the cable car up, and before we get there, let me tell you a bit about this place. Genting Highlands is a hill station located 1,800 meters above sea level in the Titiwangsa Mountains, in Pahang. It was established in 1965 by Malaysian businessman Lim Gotong. The main attraction here is Resorts World Genting, a hill resort with casinos, theme parks, and entertainment. The idea came when Lim Gotong visited Cameron Highlands and realized Kuala Lumpur needed a nearby mountain resort. Construction began in 1965, and the first hotel, Highlands Hotel, opened in 1971. Over the years, Genting expanded with more hotels, cable cars, and theme parks, including the Awana Skyway and Genting Skyway. Today, Genting Highlands is one of Malaysia's top tourist destinations. While going up to Genting Highlands in the cable car, something funny and surprising happened. I actually realized that I might have a fear of heights. I never really knew this about myself until that moment. As the cable car kept moving higher and higher, I started feeling a little nervous. The people sitting with us in the cabin also noticed it and probably understood that I was a bit scared. But at the same time, the views were so beautiful that it was still an unforgettable experience. First, we headed to level 1 of Sky Avenue Mall, where we enjoyed some delicious ice cream at Swenson's. It has a variety of American-style sundaes and ice creams. While there are occasional limited-time flavors like cherry-coated options, their menu mainly features classic favorites in a thick and creamy style. The outlet is open daily from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., so it's easy to visit anytime during your trip. Next, we explored the Skytropolis indoor theme park, which was full of fun rides and activities. It's a great spot for families, friends, or anyone who loves a bit of excitement and nostalgia all under one roof. We also passed by the Genting Highlands Casino, but as Malaysian Muslims are not allowed to enter due to strict Sharia laws that deem gambling haram, forbidden, we didn't record inside. Even so, the area around the casino was lively and gave a glimpse of the bustling resort life here. After leaving Genting Highlands, we visited the Chin Swee Caves Temple, sitting 1,400 meters above sea level with amazing views of the mountains and winding roads. The temple was built on rocky land donated by Lim Gotong, and construction took 18 years, all mostly done by hand. Inside, there's a giant statue of Reverend Chin Swee, a flowing dragon mineral water stream, and stunning traditional architecture with red pillars, inscriptions, and a pagoda. Every corner is so peaceful and beautiful. It's one of those places where you can just stop, look around, and feel the history and spirituality. After exploring the Chinsui Caves temple, we headed down to the Genting Highlands Premium Outlets. It's a beautiful open-air shopping area with many international brands and great discounts. One thing that really caught our attention was the Christmas decoration, especially the huge Christmas tree in front of the Hugo Boss store, decorated with lights and ornaments. From this hill, we could look out over the city below, large buildings, tiny cars moving on the roads, a smooth cool breeze, and your partner right beside you. The view looked absolutely gorgeous. From this hill, we could look out over the city below, large buildings, tiny cars moving on the roads, a smooth cool breeze, and your partner right beside you. The view looked absolutely gorgeous. And coming all the way here and not doing a little shopping, that's just not going to happen. So here's our small shopping haul from High Street Fashion. That's it for today's vlog. See you in the next vlog.